Have you ever thought why liquid dosage forms hold so much importance in our day-to-day lives? What do you understand by, or how would you differentiate between the mixtures and emulsions, between the spirits and tinctures? Let's clean the blurry dust over the information blocks so that they all seem shining and crystal clear. Welcome all to Is Pharmacology Difficult podcast. I'm your host Dr. Radhika Vijay, MBBS MD Pharmacology, and this is the audio hub to get the best simplified basic tips, strategies, methods, and lots of ideas to learn better, understand better, and make your concepts crystal clear. If you really find, and if there's a question hovering in your minds, is pharmacology difficult? Lend me your ears for a while and let in the magic of knowledge. Let's start the talk with something that we didn't ever talk before. Something what I exactly call aqueous suspensions. Now within this head, I will be covering some very famous terms like mixtures and emulsions. First and foremost, let's know the definition of suspensions. Insoluble drugs, they are dispersed in water with the help of suspending agent, and this what forms is the suspension. Mixtures are the forms of suspensions. More clearly, these are nothing but solid drugs dispersed homogeneously in aqua. Well, yes, I mean water. And all this is done by the means of harmless suspending agent. One of the examples is agar-agar, a very common example of such type of suspensions. They are the milk of magnesia and antidiarrheal mixture. Now let us know what are emulsions, or how the emulsions they are so unique and different from mixtures. Okay, I will tell you, emulsions are uniform mixtures of two or more immiscible liquid medicaments or liquid drugs. Now, I'm not giving you example of drugs, just imagine two immiscible liquids like oil and water. Yes, they are so common and so easily understood. Now, such type of liquid drugs, they are dispersed together with the help of a proper or suitable suspending agent. Suspending agent, well, I'm going to tell you a very simple one, that is gum acacia. Yes, that's one of the suspending agents. Now, point to be noted here is that out of the two immiscible liquids, one is serving as a continuous phase in which the other liquid is dispersed homogeneously in the form of the fine droplets. And how is this state achieved? Did you ever imagine? Did you ever wonder? It is just done with the help of an amphiphilic emulsifying agent. Now let's imagine and get to know some real good examples like castor oil emulsion or cod liver emulsion or liquid paraffin emulsion. And the last example which I'm going to give to you, it ought to be known at this very moment, is our very own nutritious, delicious milk. Yes, milk is actually a naturally occurring emulsion. Now, on one more point, I want to drive your attention upon. It is the suspensions and emulsions. Now, when these are kept for long, they all settle down, especially the drug particles. So, before using them, just before you are using them, better you shake them thoroughly, else you won't be able to derive the medicinal benefit out of these, okay? Now, next broad head of discussion I want to talk about is the alcoholic solutions. Topmost in this list is the spirits. Let's get to know the definition of these. Okay, 10% volume by volume solution of volatile essential oils along with alcohol. These are the spirits. They find the best use as flavoring agents, masking agents, and also as preservatives like peppermint spirit, like spirit ammonia aromaticus, like spirit chloroform, etc. Now, next type I want to talk about are the elixirs. Yes, we have covered them before, but now we are covering them under the alcoholic part. Now, these elixirs, which are a part of these alcoholic suspensions, they are pleasantly flavored, and these are the drugs in the sugar syrup, something like glycerol with high alcoholic proportion. Now, few of the obsolete examples. Yes, they are not used anymore, but these are obsolete examples. Very famous ones. They are the cough elixirs and the vitamin B complex elixir. So, these were the obsolete. So, let me give you some very trendy examples, some good going examples of today's era. They are digoxin elixir and theophylline elixir. Now, these are not soluble in water alone, and hence, here what happens, the alcohol, it serves as a good solvent. And for your utter good news, I want to tell you that if the concentration of alcohol is less than 10%, that makes the elixir quite sweet in taste. Now we'll get it to know about the tinctures. You might have heard about these quite a lot many times. Now, how will you define these? Let me do it for you. Alcoholic extract of plant extracts and drug concentration in these, it stays around 10 to 20% weight by volume. Now, let's complement these with examples. Very famous ones, they are tincture digitalis. Then we have tincture belladonna. Some good flavoring agents, working tinctures are tincture zingiberis and tincture cardamom compound. In these, the drug content, it ranges from 20 to 50%. Now, one more tincture I would like to talk about is tincture iodine. It is used commonly in dispensaries, in clinics, in hospitals as an antiseptic. Well, it's nothing but a hydroalcoholic solution of inorganic substances. Got it? Okay, now I will tell you about enema. Enema is a drug-containing liquid preparation meant for rectal administration, and the purpose of enema is colon evacuation. Like you have to do it just before a surgical procedure or other important emergencies. Some good examples of enemas, they are procallus enema and very simple soap water enema. Now is the time to add the final touch to the episode with the talk about the drops. Now, the main features of the drops is that they have a high drug concentration, and the routes of administration, they are oral. Sometimes externally they can be used. The topical routes also are there, especially when you are putting the drops into the eye, in the nostrils, in the ear canal, etc. Then drops are very commonly preferred types of dosage forms. For the pediatric purpose, oral drops, they are very commonly used. Now, you might be remembering the bottles of vitamin drops, of the enzyme drops, and some ear or eye drops. They are isotonic buffered drug solutions. You remember how your mom used to give you the drugs from the dropper out of the vial with the nozzle? Yes, these were the drops. Now, dropper is used for accurate dose measurement. Okay? Some good examples to quote here, they are the gentamicin ear drops and sulfacetamide eye drops. Okay, that's a great lot of information for the day. It's high time. The clock is ticking continuously, reminding me that the ends are always meant to mark new beginnings. Now giving a whole lot of way for another new episode like this, which will rise like a shining sun in the upcoming time. I'm gonna wave you all a bye for today. For all the updates and latest episodes of my podcast, please visit www.ispharmacologydifficult.com, where you can also sign up for a free monthly e-newsletter of mine. It actually contains a lot of updates about the medical sciences, drug information updates, and my podcast updates also. You can follow me on different social media handles like Twitter, Insta, Facebook, and LinkedIn. They all are with the same name, is Pharmacology Difficult. If you are listening for the first time, do follow me here, whatever platform you are consuming this episode. Stay tuned. Do rate and review on iTunes, Apple Podcast. Stay safe, stay happy, stay enlightened. Thank you.